Hello everybody all over the world! Hello and welcome to HiGPS number 187, it's the airstrike. I just got informed that airstrike is 2 words, so it'll be in the title but not in the thumbnail, because I'm an idiot. But, this weapon is cool in theory. It sounds cool, it has some interesting stats, but it kind of works against itself. Because the thing about, I'm going to do an episode later about what makes a good unlock and like what's good and what's bad. But we're going to look at why this weapon like works against itself. So first we're going to do what we usually do here, is that we take a look at it and we look at the stats. So it has increased clip size on kill. So that means whenever you kill somebody, you get another one. You see clips, I currently have 3. So there we go, boosh. Might want to have the sound too. So now I have 4. There we go. And it also does less damage, ooh, and less clip size, so I only start with 3, but I build clip size, and less explosion radius. So this thing caps at 8 clip, 5 kills. So if I just kill all of these guys, you have to kill them with the gun. This thing, if you try to kill them with like Market Gardener, you don't get anything. So I'm just gonna be demonstrating here. And there we go, 8. Doesn't go any more than this. So this is basically the premise. You do a lot of reloads, so you get more ammo. So there we go, and the no clip as well, so we can move around. And you jump, and you deploy the parachute, and you just go bam, 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 bam. Sounds pretty cool. And then you have to reload for a while because you have a gigantic clip, but that's okay. You can also not use the parachute. If you're using other unlocks, you can just do bam, 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 and you won't be able to do that. However, you shoot faster in the air, but you don't on the ground. However, this is where the weapon starts to kind of fall apart. So I'm going to be bringing up this window right here. This is the damage comparison. Over here we have the regular over here is the regular rocket launcher, and this is the other rocket launcher, the airstrike, which we're currently using. So you can see that the maximum ramp up here is 112, and here it's 84. So the damage is, 25% less, like it says. Hopefully, I haven't double-checked the math. And it also has 9 feet splash instead of 10, so it's like less splash damage and stuff like that. However, this has faster interval, while rocket jumping is like 220, which is pretty darn fast. You shoot faster, but you do less damage faster. That is something Valve really likes for some reason on a lot of unlocks. Like you have the eviction notice for the heavy. Let's see if I can bring that up. It's important for comparison. Let's see if I still have that item. Yes, there we go. Faster swing speed, 60% damage penalty, which means it does less damage than the regular fist, but it hits faster, but it does less damage. And also you have the similar thing with the Liberty Launcher. Faster rockets, but less damage. But the Liberty Launcher shoots as fast. But with the airstrike, you have faster speed and stuff. So I'm gonna bring up my trusty Notepad++ here, and I'm not sure if you can see this or not, if it's too small. Wait, hang on. I'll bring up Notepad, our favorite friend Notepad. There we go. It's a bit bigger. All right. So if you look at the regular one, this is the regular rocket launcher. This is the airstrike. So after 4 rockets, you've done 448 damage if you're at close range. This hardly ever happens because maybe you land 1 rocket and then they fly away, and you do less damage because they fly away. Because that's the thing about rockets. They shoot, and then they hit somebody, and then they jump, and then the second rocket hits, and then they fly away. So you never really do this much unless you're shooting against a heavy, pretty much. So also at long range, if somebody is like far away and you manage to land 4 rockets on them, this is like the highest ramp up, by the way, when you're playing without the damage changing thing. If you play on pubs, it's gonna vary a bit, but at least you're able to kill something, because the lowest amount of health in the game, not given health reduction unlocks, is 125. That's the usual health, and you'll be able to kill anyone with that. However, if you're using the airstrike and you're trying for long-range kill, which is what you'll be doing because you kind of had to stay alive and not die when you are using this weapon, because you want to farm the kills, build the extra clip to do more damage. So you're not doing suicide bombs, because that's, if you were doing suicide bombs, you will not be using the airstrike. You would be using rocket launcher or some other weapon. So already we can see that. All right, so all right, I'm gonna hotkey this now. I forgot. Let's see. There we go. So already at long range, you shoot the 3 rockets, you empty your clip, you can't kill anything. You literally can't kill anything. Maybe like a dispenser or something that's being built, or a low-level sentry. You can kill... Yeah, you can probably kill mini sentries, I guess. But that seems like a waste of time, because if you go like, oh yeah, but it's good against buildings. Yeah, we already have one. It's called a direct hit, and it's way better. It does plus 25 damage. It does more damage, not less. And that's kind of like the problem with this weapon, is that it doesn't do what it's supposed to do well. And it's supposed to be able to shoot stuff from far away, because, you know, faster rock speed. You come in like an airstrike, you're supposed to be like floating in the air, like... And then there's like mosquito bites that just comes down, and it really hurts you. So, also, like you can see at the bottom here, like 672. That's if you empty your clip. But the thing is... wait, what was the effective health on a wrangled sentry here? Let's see, sentry. The effective health on a wrangled sentry. Is 8 rockets enough to kill a wrangled sentry? Let's see here. Effective health. Okay, 648. All right, I remember it was 600 something. All right, so at 8 clips, meaning you have killed 5 guys, you can kill a level 3 wrangled sentry. That's not being repaired. Okay? If the engineer sees the rockets coming, which he will, he's gonna wrangle it and repair it, and maybe be able to not let it die instantly, because that thing is a real bullet sponge. Depends on the timing. So he won't be able to do that. Anyway, I think I'm starting to get the point across, where because the less damage and the less explosion radius makes it a lot harder to kill people with this gun, because already you're above them, right? And you're shooting down, and that means they're going to be looking up, and they're pretty much going to jump. So if you have 8 rockets and you just like launch all the rockets like really quickly, because you do want to fire them as fast as possible. You don't want to wait, you know, because you want to get more of your DPS because you shoot faster. But they're going to be in the air and be fucking shot away. Maybe you hit them with 2 rockets and then you miss with the rest. And it's harder to hit because the explosion radius is lower. And that's kind of what I mean by it works against itself. It's supposed to be a good weapon where you float around in the air. It's kind of like with the base jumper. You can use it with regular rocket jumps, but it works best with the base jumper. People float away and you can't hit them, because the explosion radius is smaller and you do less damage. And all kind of duels you end up with other soldiers, you're going to lose. And also when you're in the air, you're also vulnerable. So not only are you vulnerable in the air, but you're also weaker in the air. So I would like to see a change with this weapon. It's kind of weak. It's like almost Eureka effect bad. And that thing is just butt shit. Anyway, I've been ramping about this weapon for a while. I guess you can see like the problems that we had with it. It's fun, but it's not very good. Because if you look at the update this weapon came in, we had 2 unlocks that were really good. 3 actually. Backscatter does what it's supposed to do. Backscatter, good at shooting people in the back and being close. Does that well. Base jumper, you can fly around and do a lot of crazy air maneuvers. Really fun and really good. Tide turner, fucking the best shield we ever had, and it should be, every shield should be similar to that. And then we got the airstrike. Ooh. Oh, the airstrike. So this is gonna be all our L-R death D. Oh, he goes in and doesn't actually hit anyone. Goes in and just, yeah, gets a kill. Double kill. Alright, so you're gonna have 2 extra rockets. It's gonna jump and gonna be pressuring the sniper here. Keep in mind that you don't shoot faster when you're not rocket jumping. I mean, you can jump, but unless you launch yourself or someone else launch you in the air by the use of rockets, you're not gonna shoot faster. So that means whenever you are not rocket jumping and shooting with this weapon, you might as well be using the other rocket launchers. Maybe like the regular one, or Direct Hit, or Liberty Launcher, anyone but this, really. Even the Cow Mangler is leagues better than this weapon. So he's just up here doing some damage, doing some work. He's probably gotten a couple of kills here. Let's see, he's gonna fill his clip here. He's gonna go out and he's gonna go on the prowl to see something here. The map is Harvest, by the way. And you can see already it's pretty hard to hit people, and he's shooting slower and he's not really getting anything. Not saying he would have gotten anything with the regular rocket launcher, but at least think that does more damage and has larger explosion radius. The whole less damage and less explosion range, but faster rockets really doesn't add up. But yeah, there we go. Oh, what are you doing? You're typing on Facebook, typing something to your mom. Like, gosh, mom, playing TF2. I'm gonna go eat dinner later. God. Yeah, it gets you killed. Killed so bad. Oh yeah, also that classic was absolutely shit, by the way. It was also bad. It's like always less damage and sometimes the same. It was pretty much the classic in a nutshell, yeah. So I think like this, I think the guy that made the Tide Turner and the base jumper are not the same guys that made the airstrike and the classic. That's just my hunch when it comes to the people that made this. But you know, he's stayed alive for some time and he's grabbing the health, and there's actually not too much resistance coming out of the opponents here. Just, yeah, there you go. Bombing him from above. If the NG would have jumped there, he would have survived. There we go, more rockets coming in. And that's what I mean, like you launch your entire clip and you can't really kill them. Like you had to commit there. The soldier there was at fault. If the soldier knew what he was doing, he would have been jumping away. And he's now facing another soldier that has more competent rockets. And also, if you empty yourself and spam too much, you're gonna run out of ammo, and then you have to go ammo collecting. And then a sniper just comes in and guns you down. But that was kind of like the intro to see like how it works. So we're gonna look at how it fares against other things and other things that are fair, you know, really fair stuff. So this is gonna be freeze for fun. Kills a medic right off the bat, and he says,
"Easy operation."
Cause that was so easy, with the easy. That's how you spell that. I'm just gonna jump up, and oh, he's up on the high ground here. Oh, by the way, this is what it looks like. He has a stout Chaco that he bought for 2 refined, and oh, he's looking around. Oh, there's a soldier shooting some rockets. His kill gets stolen. He's just on top here. Being above is usually pretty good as a soldier. As a generally good soldier strat to shoot down. Soldiers are pretty good at shooting down as a medic there. Oh, and the crit! Dropping the med, dropping it like it's hot. A med drop with the airstrike. Was the airstrike the success there? Would the same thing have happened with a regular rocket launcher? And my answer is absolutely if you got a crit on the second or third rocket. So this is going to be freeze for fun, still on the map Thunder Mountain, which is a map. It's like, yeah. It's a very meh map. Takes a while, and he's going to stay in spawn and eventually move himself out here. He's going to do some air jumps here, but keep in mind he only has 3 rockets. He's very much reliant on getting a kill, and a lot of kills, and surviving and not dying, which is something the class is not about. Like, you could argue that, like, oh yeah, you know, buff banner and the battalion's backup and the conjure kind of allows for a bit passive play, but that thing buffs the rest of your team. This thing does not. This only buffs yourself. And it's reliant on kills, which isn't that reliable. Like, having an unlock that relies on kills isn't really all that great, unless it's like the killing blows of boxing where you just get crits on kills. So he's gonna go up here and oh, gets launched back, and then he gets trapped like a rat. Oh, look at this. The humanity. He is trapped, and he's just airwalking. He's Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson did not make the Ghostbusters theme song, but he's kind of stuck, and he's just like, you have airstrike. I will say the airstrike looks pretty cool, but we're gonna say that the airstrike is to blame for getting stuck here. And he's like, yeah, I reload this, and just floating around, and then he dies. And he got stuck with 36 health. So there we go. This is still freeze for fun, still in Thunder Mountain. He's gonna get not stuck as he moves forward here. Still has 3 rockets only. Oh, demo and 1 rocket, 2 rocket. Oh, misses, but gonna use the shotgun. Doesn't stack with the airstrike there, so here we go. And yeah, sniper gets taken out. He's also using the shotgun, so he's not gonna be able to base jump around. So that's gonna make like make this weapon a lot harder to use because you can't just like be very floaty. And there, a great rocket. Look at this. He hit here, and the guy took 0 damage. But then he took him out anyway. And let's see, 1 rocket, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 clip. Now he has the same as the regular rocket launcher. And we didn't do the math, but figure out how many rockets do you need to have in order to make up for the 25% penalty loss. You need to have 25% more rockets, which would mean 5. So you need to get 2 kills with this gun to just add up for the overall DPS when you're shooting on the ground, not when you're shooting in the air. When you're in the air, it's kind of bursty. You just go and then you have to reload. And if you run out of ammo and you don't kill anything, which is the story for most of this weapon, you're gonna have a bad time. So he's just at the back here. He's gonna be trying to farm some rockets, and this weapon really isn't that great on offense, because on offense you're kind of just hurling yourself at the enemy team. You just want to bomb in and like see if you can get anybody, like if you can trade 1 for 1 regardless of which class you are. It's a good thing because your respawn is shorter and their respawn is longer. And if you need a weapon that like kind of forces you to be stingy, and Soldier isn't really a stingy class. Soldier is kind of like the guy that just throws himself in front of the team and throws himself in front of the bus in order to try and stop the bus for the rest of his team, because he does not simply give a damn. He is absolutely content with suicides, and he's getting really good at it, and because that's how rockets work. So if you're not going to be like committing a lot as a soldier, because usually as a soldier, I'm not sure if you watched this at the I-52 LAN that was this weekend prior to this video's production. Then we had a pretty good example of a soldier standing on the high ground, shooting a rocket, walking off, and then shooting a second rocket and hitting 2 rockets. Because the way the damage dealing works is that damage of the rockets is depending on how far away the soldier is from the target. So if I shoot a rocket and I somehow fly faster than the rocket and I land at the target before my rocket does, the rocket is going to do as much damage as if I was right in front of the guy and shooting the rocket. So there we go. Doing some jumpy stuff. And with 25% less damage, you do want to be closer. A lot. But you can't really do that because you can't be close, because you're going to die and you're going to lose all your farmed kills. And going to lose your entire clip. So that means you can't do what Soldier is supposed to do. And you're rather just like poking and prodding at a distance, but it's not really hard because the rockets aren't faster, and people are gonna avoid them, and they do less damage and have less explosion radius. So already you're like, the weapon kind of like falls apart on itself in that regard because you can't do. And then if you try to jump and like do this, you just get shot out of the sky and you just fucking die, and you just get like you get like a pyro that had no idea what he was doing. So yeah. This weapon is not very good. Like people, I always said like in my introduction videos, like I'm gonna look at the pros and cons of these weapons. And the thing is, the Classic has no pros, and the Airstrike has no pros. It only got cons. It is hardly ever better than any other gun, even when you do the farm kills thing, because you gotta think about maximum efficiency as a class. If you spend like 2 minutes trying to farm kills, and then eventually you get the kills, and then you go for 1 8 rocket soldier bomb and you get a kill and you die, you're not going to be as effective as if you were just using the regular shotgun and going for regular suicide bombs right off the bat. And this is, who's this? Is this Feeling, or oh no, this is Freeze for Fun still. It's made a lot of replays. And hitting scouts is just really hard, and the Demo Knights is a real pain in the ass, because they have like the reduced damage there, and yeah, Soldier just runs in and kills you, pretty much dying. But let's see if we can use this with a backpack, because that's a thing I didn't try, but we're gonna be watching someone else here, and this is gonna be, who's this? It's a blue soldier. This is blue. It's gonna be Murph and the Magic is who's going to be. So he runs into another conch soldier. He's going to be going back and reloading. So I'm going to be using the equalizer. Let's take a look and see what he looks like. He's a Viking bomber. He's a nice beard. So he's going to be running around here on Turbine, which is a map. It's a capture the flag game mode, which is a game mode that doesn't work. Gets a random crit here and actually kills a scout. And it's like, yeah, 1 rocket, 2 rocket, yeah, reloading, getting more rockets. Oh, rocket jumper. Well, that thing is actually worse than the airstrike. Except not really, because with the airstrike, even though you have 25% less damage, that is only 25% less damage to others. I mean, you still take as much self-damage from the airstrike as you do to the regular rocket launcher. So, you're starting to get my point? You're starting to see that, like, I feel like a lot of the weapons in Team Fortress 2 is not getting the proper testing and the proper balancing which they need, because they, like, the airstrike works against itself. It has stats that doesn't promote anything. It promotes passivity and not being able to get the job done, because less damage faster, which is a strange concept in of itself. I guess it's like, when you try to balance stuff, it's like more damage slower or less damage faster, which are both pretty, it's actually the same thing, except you do less damage faster. Like, you don't do the same, you just do less. And if you try to look at the brass piece, which is more damage slower, it is so slow that you won't be able to do the damage because you'll die. But yeah, we got Mr. Magic Murph here, being very passive, not attacking, getting another kill. And now he has to get some ammo here, because that's the problem. If you keep spamming and you're playing on like a very low metal map, but oh, here comes the Conjurer, and he's using it. Oh, gotta attack, gotta go fast to the front, gotta go and attack very quickly to the front. Oh no, a scout! Fall back! Fall back! Abort mission! Abort mission! Retreat! Run away! We can't deal. He attacked, saw a scout, and he's on his way back to the snow. He's just gonna go and grab this ammo. Okay. Okay. So yeah, a bit on the passive side here, but that's like, yes, the Conjurer kind of passivity you want to build and then not really extend too much. You don't want to suicide, you want to spam some rockets, and you kind of like do the same thing with the airstrike, but you're not doing anything. I mean you're killing stuff, but your teammates might have been able to kill them. I mean, where is your role? Well, like, what are you doing? Like, if you were at a job interview and they said, like, what would you say it is that you do here? And you'd be like, well, I shoot rockets from a distance that do very little damage, and I hardly hit anything because the explosion radius is small. I'm trying to build a conch here, and I launched like 6 rockets into that guy, and he died. Like, let's look at that again, because this is a pretty good example of like your overall experience. So here's a soldier, and we're just gonna slow it down here. I'm gonna go into third person. So here's a soldier, and we're gonna jump to, you know, do the faster damage. So 1 rocket hits, 2 rocket hits, 3 rockets hits, and the 4th rocket kills him. No, just kidding. I mean the 5th rocket kills him. It's just bad. Cause it's bad. Psst, it's bad. Psst, really, really bad. And he's like, alright, save the replay in the spawn. And just waiting for a while, and we're gonna be running back out. Alright, so we're in the air and using more rockets. And that's a problem too. Like, yeah, you got some kills, but you're shooting in the air and you kinda have to predict where they're going, but it's really hard because they're moving really fast. Which means you have to wait in order to predict, but if you're waiting, you're not, like, if you're waiting to try and align your shots, like, alright, I can't shoot as quickly as possible, I have to align the shots, because the regular rocket launcher has a great timing for this, and the other rocket launchers too that don't have increased firing range, which I think is no one, except this one. They all have this great timing that if you bomb and you shoot 1 rocket in the air, you actually can't shoot fast enough. Like, the game literally stops you from shooting another rocket until you're actually being able to, like, survey the operation and, or the situation and see, like, what's going on. With this weapon, you're just like shooting so many rockets, and you have no, like, you just want to get rid of your clip as fast as possible because less damage, and you just want to shoot faster, but you can't see where they're going, and you're gonna miss so many shots, and there's gonna be explosion smoke, so they can also hide behind it, and you don't see where they're going. You miss because the explosion range is smaller and it does less damage, so you don't kill them. God, like, it's just, this is the only weapon that I have, like, actually, like, given up on. Like, I tried to play with this for, like, a long time. I even asked, like, people I know. I asked CJ. CJ tried to, like, defend this and be like, oh yeah, it's, like, really good and stuff. It's this extra clip, and it's like, yeah, no, it is not. It doesn't do anything well. It looks cool, but so do hats. Stupid weapon. God. And if I were to be like, well, if I were to make a suggestion on this weapon, make it good, reduce the, or make it normal explosion ranges, or, like, if we follow the logic that is from TF2 before, like, if you look at the first rocket launcher ever introduced to the game, it's faster rockets. It's the same firing speed, faster rockets, more damage, less explosion radius. Alright, so we have, like, this thing that is, like, more damage, less explosion ranges, radius. Alright, so less damage would also mean less explosion radius.
Get ready!
I don't have the what sound, I think.
Sonic, you! It's funny to me.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
It's funny to me.
It's funny to me. And that also goes with the Liberty launcher, like, less damage. The rockets, like, the rockets are faster, but you don't shoot faster, so your timing is the same. It's just like the rockets go there faster, but it also works against itself. It's kind of the thing. So, like, I really want unlocks that. Oh yeah, by the way, this is who's this? Oh yeah, this is Murph. Murph still. I want. Now he's using the base jumper here on defense on upward, which is pretty good. He's been doing a great job. I hope you've been watching him and not just closing your eyes while I'm talking, so that'd be really weird. But I would like to see unlocks that are good in certain situations. We have some, but not all are. And this is definitely one of the weapons that never come out on top. Like in all my expertise in Team Fortress 2 and everything that I've seen and everything that I've tried and experimented and I've seen, like, in pubs and plays and stuff like that, this weapon never comes out on top. Never. Does a lot of damage, hits a lot of rockets, but don't kill them. Because you have to be further away in order to be safe, to not die, and if you're further away, you're going to do less damage, which means you're just going to hurt them, and if they have a medic, you're just going to end up helping them build Uber, which is not what you want. And people saying it works good against unaware players. Yeah, everything is good against the unaware players. I just wish I had a time machine and be like, alright, I'm going to do the exact same thing in the exact same situation, and you're going to use another rocket launcher to see if it's the same. And look at this. This is exactly what I mean. This is like a prime example of, like, it's hard to hit and you shoot faster and you actually can't adjust because you shoot so fast. Like, look at him when he's going to try and shoot the scout, right? So he goes and shoots this and he reloads. He's going to look around, sees the demo, and gets launched back, and he's in the air, and okay, here's the scout, and look at this. Like, I'm not a terrible soldier. I did fairly well. I do fairly well with the regular rocket launcher and the base jumper, you know, I do all right. But this, like, I have experienced the exact same thing, because you're in this mindset where you want to get rid of your rockets as quickly as possible. And there's the scout, so you shoot one rocket, and like, alright, that thing is gonna miss, but you're shooting so fast that you're hitting behind the scout constantly, because you don't get enough time to adjust your shot, because it allows you to get faster rockets, and the regular rocket launcher and the other rocket launcher prevents you from doing that bit, because they're like, oh, but you can't shoot faster than we allow you to. And you actually see that the rocket lands before you shoot another one, and you're able to adjust. But with this one, just like, just blast. And he's like, I killed my sniper. Oh, what's that, a Spiper? Oh, we gotta get that guy. Get the Spiper. Eventually, we're gonna get him. Eventually. Jumping up. Oh, okay, there we go. You don't stand a chance because we have rocks. Boosh! Yeah, and you also drop money because we're playing on servers with plugins. And oh no, a demo. Oh, they're reacting to. Oh, almost fell in the pit. People in chat are saying like, I find it fun. Yeah, but why can't it be like the Tide Turner, which is fun and good? You want weapons that are fun and good and not fun and bad. Oh, yes. So this is going to be nobody. And he's going to be playing on Harvest. We're going to be speeding this one slightly up. And he's just going to be standing in spawn, talking to Facebook to his mom, and be like, gosh, mom, I'm collecting replays for, like, GPS show. Maybe he's like an adult. Because I do know the majority of my viewers are, like, 18 to 25 in that range. Which is a good range. Goes in, gets some kills. He got 1 kill, so he's on top here. So there we go. Like, whenever he is inside, like, I'll remember you. I'll remind you that whenever you're using this weapon and you're not rocket jumping, you might as well be using another rocket launcher. You might as well. If you're standing on the ground and shooting rockets, use the other rocket launcher. Because this weapon is not good unless you're explosive jumping. It absolutely isn't. So he gets some more kills and he's jumping around. And yeah, so you're gonna be doing that. Some more rocket launchers, yeah. So I know that Valve has said like they've been like the next huge update. The summer update wasn't a huge one, but the next huge update is going to be focused on weapons. They've said. And if this is the kind of weapon, like the kind of range we get on weapons, I'm actually pretty scared because it seems like they don't know what they're doing in the terms of balance anymore. Because they seem like they seem to have this test environment that they test stuff in that is just disconnected from what it's actually going on in Team Fortress 2. It's like if the rich people in France during the revolution was just like, people don't have bread, right? Why don't they eat cake? It's kind of like that. Not really. It's actually not like that at all. But it's like they seem very disconnected, and it takes forever for them to update anything. And yeah, it's just a shame, really. So this is also nobody. It's gonna be jumping forward here on bad water. And what? Did he? I could have sworn he hit something there. Oh well. And he sees a spy. And not even gonna bother. And also, if you're using this with the base jumper, and you usually play soldier with the shotgun, you're usually gonna place yourself in situations where you're like, alright, I'm gonna use the shotgun that I don't have. So he's gonna be jumping up here and takes out an NG. This weapon is definitely best on defense. Absolutely, hands down. Absolutely worth to use on defense. If you're using it on offense, you're doing it wrong. Because defensive soldiers can actually afford to stay alive a bit longer. So he's just floating around and being very silent, being very sneaky. Oh, medic! Oh, getting the medic pick! Yes, the drop! Getting the drop on the medic. And he's like, yeah, airstrike! And he's like, you would have gotten the medic using any other rocket launcher. It's like... And some people might argue like, well, you know, if you get a lot of rockets, it's actually good against buildings. Dart hit's better against buildings. Okay. Dart hit is the anti-building rocket launcher. So there we go. This is oh, this is me, by the way. Hey, look at me. Look at me, look at me. I'm using this one, and this is like frustration replay. This is not me doing well. The one replay I had where I did really well, I think I got like 18 kills or something, got corrupted, and I had to delete it. Like the CTF errors. So if you like collected replays and you looked at it, and one of the replays actually got submitted today actually had a CTF crash to desktop thing. That's like the thing with the replays, that they sometimes crash, some string errors or something like that. And yeah, totally fucking sucks. I experienced that too. But here we go. We're gonna go for the bomb. Oh, we're in the. Oh, look at this. Okay, we haven't killed anyone. In fact, we're gonna kill no one in this replay. Spoilers. But I have now used 1 rocket. I have 2 rockets left. And that's also the thing that hurts because you only have 3 clips to start off. So already on your first bomb, you're gonna shoot 2 rockets, which is gonna do 25. Let's see. Let's bring up the notepad here. At point blank, which of course is not gonna because the rocket is gonna land faster than you. So it's probably gonna be like mid-range, I guess. So when after you've jumped, and if you don't reload the second one, let's say you're not using the base jump, you're just gonna shoot what you have left in your clip. You're actually gonna do a whopping 136 damage, which means you're not gonna be able to kill medics, but you are gonna be able to kill scouts. Here we go. Watch this. In the air, and oh, we're actually gonna take the time to reload. Just kidding, we're not. 1 rocket, 2 rocket, getting in on the medics, and you don't kill anything because I don't have the damage output. God damn it! This gun is so, and I in the. This guy is stupid, even though it doesn't have the capability to be intellectually impaired. But we don't give up. We never give up. Never give up. Never surrender. So here we go. Gonna be shooting some rockets here. Gonna be reloading as well, trying to team up. Like, I tried so many different strategies with this gun, and I wanted to cry at the end of it because it didn't work. But here, demo out of position. That was actually really lucky by me to be able to kill him. He would have killed me there if he had slightly better sticky positioning. So now we have more rockets. I'm actually rocking the gunboats in this one because that's what I thought. Like, you know, since the gun doesn't give me any reduction in rocket jumping, and this is like the rocket jumping gun. Like, this gun is only good when you do rocket jumps. Does not have reduced rocket jump damage. But the gunboats do. But you can goose the gunboats within your rocket launcher. So we're gonna go and shoot some rockets. Can't really get anything because we can't overextend because we want to stay alive and keep those rockets. We're gonna go in and try and get something done, but we really can't because the snipers are in the back and they shoot us if you jump too predictably. And it's just gonna be bad for us. We're gonna be set. Oh, but the snipers! Get the snipers! Just, I can't hear anything. Explosion range is too small, and I reload. And come on! Yes!
Easy operation.
Easy, easy, easy.
Easy operation.
So easy. People are saying it actually does reduce your damage. People are in the chat like going crazy. I want you to pay attention to this from the wiki. Self damage 27 to 46, 27 to 46. I've done the research. So there we go, jumping in and one rocket, 2 rocket, 3, get them. Oh, got the medic, yes!
Get it on.
Get it on, we got it on with that medic. And we're gonna only use 1 dispenser even though 2's over there because we were busy saving the replay. Because we did one thing good instead of a bad. And all of the mid-air shots, and then we win the round. All right. I'm gonna share the most fun moment I've had with this weapon. This is this very moment here. We're on Granary, using the base jumper and the Market Gardener. At this point, I've been playing with this weapon for probably 5 days. Probably 5 days, give or take. And I'm starting to get sick of it because it doesn't deliver, regardless of what I do. But I have another weapon that delivers. That is always trusty. As long as you fulfill the conditions, he will be your friend. And that is the Market Gardener! Oh yeah! Market Gardener! Lifting your spirits when the gun just fucking sucks. Alright. Wait, do I have? Wait, hang on.
Teamwork.
Do I still have that one? No, I don't. Wait, do I?
Sonic. Reds can easy operation. You.
There's a lot of these I'd never use. Anyway, we're still playing. I'm using the base jumper. Spy behind us. Getting the sniper! Oh yeah, getting another frag. Spy, oh, he went for the preposition tab. We are just ignoring him. And this here is pretty much like the maximization of this weapon if you're not using it on defense, if you're using it on like a 5C map. And that is like rocket jump all the time and just shoot where you think the enemy is gonna go. So we're gonna just be like, alright, float, 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 and shoot, shoot, shoot! We got 2 crits, hitting nothing. Because nobody was there. Alright, so there's people in that hallway, this area right here, so we're just gonna go and do a little swoop. Alright, going back, shoot the rockets, nobody's there. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna reload and keep trying. Gonna jump. And, okay, shoot the rockets, crouch. Oh, damn it, there's nobody there. Ugh. Because, like I said, if you're standing on the ground, you're not rocket jumping and using this weapon, you might as well be using the other rocket launcher, because this thing is poopy butt. Should have been brown instead of green, am I right? Yeah, high five on that one. Good. It's a gun. So we're really not able to do what a soldier does. At this point, any other soldier would be like, just go flag fucking bomb, just go kill them. But we're like, oh, we have to like stay alive and shoot him at the distance and then not die and not commit too much. So we're gonna go in here and do we find somebody? No, there's a medic over there. Couldn't really hit him. It's hard to see with the gun on and be like, why are you such a scrub? Why don't you just disable the gun like this so you don't actually see what weapon you're holding? Yeah, alright, sure, I'll do that. Looks great, doesn't it? You still see the effects and it's still like obscuring your vision, so it doesn't fucking matter. It's the same. It's absolutely the same. So we're just gonna go in and call for medic and try and get his attention by floating in front of him. So there we go. And, oh no, medic! Oh no, we fed him Uber. Whoops. Sorry about that, team, but fed the medic Uber, but he did pop it on nobody. So I guess that was like part of my plan all the time. But we're going on for a last pusher. And I have a lot of rockets. We're gonna go in and we're gonna shoot out a lot of rockets, and we're gonna look at how this looks from a third-person view in slightly slow motion. Here comes the attack in 1 rocket. I hit only 1 because the rest of him knocked them off, and this is a prime example of why this is not good. Like, you shoot 1 rocket, they fly off, and the rest just doesn't connect because you can't predict, because you can't shoot slow enough. And we go in for another bomb. We hit 2 rockets, and we miss on the second and the third because he's actually in the air. But it's hard to deal with, and it's just like, it's working against itself. Like, I want weapons that the way if you're maxing it, like you're maximizing the way it does work, you should be rewarded for it. But if you're maximizing the amount of shootaroos you can do with this thing, it actually works against you. So in order to just be sure, like, sometimes the wiki is wrong because it's like a community wiki and some of the testing is wrong. So we're just gonna do testing for you here, live, hi from GPS. That's the thing. So we're gonna check the self-damage thing, is what we're gonna do. So I have this little test script that I use that sets on damage reduction. So I always do the same damage. If you look at this, I do 65, 65, 65, 65. All right. So first we're gonna check and see this one. So I'm just gonna do. I'm not even gonna jump. I'm just gonna hurt myself. I'm gonna look straight down and shoot. All right. I had 36 health left. Let's switch to the regular rocket launcher. 136. And now I had 114. All right. So it does do less damage. So the wiki was wrong. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Can you forgive me? I hope so. Because we do have 1 replay left. The wiki was wrong. Don't always trust the wiki. But test it yourself and realize if it's wrong or not. Glad we did that one. So we're going to go on to the last replay of the day. It's going to be this one. Oh, yeah. And on this one, MLG Soldier. Did you see the title? Did you see the title? Alright. Alright. So this is going to be nobody, I think, if it is nobody. Let's see. Yeah, it's nobody. And he's gonna be going out here. He's gonna jump. Sees another soldier, hits him. Huge air shot! Oh my god, that was so awesome! Oh, 420 blazes, get red faggot! Oh, I'm marking Carter! Oh, you don't stand a chance, bro! Oh, the humanity, the soldier pronus with the airstrike! Nobody can match this! Oh my god, it's too darn good! Oh, whew. Jesus, man, that was good, but oh, is he done? Is he done? No, is it more? There's a medic typing in the corner. You know what this means? More MLG pronus! Oh, simply too good. Get the sponsorship back up here. Oh, too good, too good. Can't handle the awesome. What is this uber wreckage here? People are getting wrecked and typing angry stuff on forums, being owned so badly, and then he gets owned. I'd say that was a good finish. So for the next week, we're actually going to do something that I actually didn't want to do, but we're going to do it anyway. Not this week's, but that again, because it's every other week you submit stuff. We're actually going to do the base jumper for Demo Man, because I've seen some interesting plays in Highlander where Demo Man have actually been used again, kind of like carpet bombed stuff. So I want to see some base jumper demo play. You don't have to like center your play around the base jumper, but at least have one example of using the base jumper as a Demo Man, not... Like, you don't have to use it constantly, but you have to use it like, at least once and do something great with it, like a bomb or something or whatever. So that's going to be the topic for the week after that. I'm going to be working on some other videos in the meantime and see if I can get the footage, because what I'm trying to get is really hard to get, but I'm getting it for you, so hopefully. Also, be sure to check out the Steam group if you want to, like, type suggestions and stuff. And when we're on the topic of suggestions, how would I fix this weapon? Well, first of all, maybe... give it larger explosion range, because that kind of adds up with the direct hit that has more damage, less explosion range, and that would make it feel like an airstrike gun, and that would actually make it good. You still do less damage, but you hit more people. Definitely something. You can also fix the classic by just removing it from the game, because we got the Huntsman, and that's almost the same thing. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you